And then we get to the main event, Bryan Danielson defeating Swerve Strickland to become the new AEW World Champion. And this was a title versus career match, and Bryan had said if he lost here that he would never again wrestle, which we know wasn't going to happen. He has even said that he intends to wrestle again down the road. His full-time career is over, but, not his career, period. And he even said that on Dynamite when he said, I'm not going to retire as champion. I'm going to wrestle my last full-time match when I lose this belt. But until then, I'm still an active performer. So I think he still loses it at WrestleDream in Seattle. Probably back to Swerve if I had to take a guess. Could be wrong. I would kind of prefer for someone else to get a shot first and win that belt in the meantime. But Swerve getting the belt back, I would not be against that whatsoever. And Swerve is going to be facing Hangman at All Out. They made that official on Wednesday. Hangman Page attempting to cost Swerve the win on this show and coming up short. He was unsuccessful. But yeah, Danielson is the new champion. And the stipulation, it made for a great match with the drama and the atmosphere. Danielson coming out the final countdown was fucking cool. I just didn't think that he would never wrestle again. That was kind of a stretch. But they made you think that could happen with the amount of near falls and the suspense and whatnot. It was an excellent matchup. And definitely one of AEW's best matches all year. I feel like AEW this year specifically, say what you will about the active buzz around the product and whatnot from week to week, but they might have more match of the year contenders this year than any other year so far that they've had. I mean, I can name at least 4 matches alone this year that are like the fucking Mount Rushmore of matches, like matches of the year for AEW in 2024. I would say this match. I would say Ospreay and MJF. The match on this show is amazing too. I did like the Dynamite match a little bit more for the AEW American Championship or International title, whatever. I would say that match, this match, Danielson and Ospreay from Dynasty, and Ospreay and Swerve from Forbidden Door. Both of those matches were excellent. So I would say that's like the Mount Rushmore matches in 2024 for best AEW matches. And a lot of these pay-per-views have been good. I felt like this was the best of the bunch so far this year. I thought Dynasty was a great show. Forbidden Door was good. Even Double or Nothing was very good. But I feel like this one had a different vibe to it. And not just because of the building, which definitely made a difference. This did feel like the WrestleMania with certain stories being paid off. A lot of championships changing hands. The build for the pay-per-view was a lot better than last year. Stuff felt like it mattered. Didn't really feel like a glorified house show. Stuff didn't feel random. I really, really liked this show, and I was left very satisfied once it was over. So they have another pay-per-view coming up in 2 weeks. Like I said earlier, they already set up a number of matches for that show at All Out in Chicago. We'll do predictions for that show, or I will, or whoever. Either me and Mr. Marceau, or I'll be flying solo for that on the show here next week. So just wanted to start the show giving my thoughts on All In. I just thought it was a really, really good show, and we'll see if they can kind of maintain this momentum going into All Out next weekend.